Hello my friends, how are you? It is Sunday afternoon and I made something the other day and I posted the recipe, but I figured I would quickly do a video on it just because I have everything here and I'm already making another batch. Someone asked me, what is it that you're making? Well, you can call it Parmesan chicken. You can add sauce to it to make it really that way. I just call it really freaking good chicken. So what I'm using are chicken thighs, and this is one of my favorite parts because I really am not an aggressive person. Just kidding. But if you have really in a bad mood, I recommend you make something like this because the sheer process of what I'm gonna do next is gonna be awesome. However, what I'm doing, and I wanna show this to you guys, is my pan only actually holds 4 chicken thighs. These are cooking in a blend of avocado and olive oil. It's got to be kept at a medium heat because if it doesn't, the avocado oil will burn. It's a medium heat oil, but I was almost completely out of olive oil. But I always talk to you guys about meal prep and keeping things easy. Don't overthink it, but be prepped and have food ready to go. So I have a chicken that I had defrosted from the farm up the road. In there, I'm shoving in the other 2 chicken thighs that I didn't use just to add some more chicken to it. Some organic chicken broth. I also seasoned it with some Himalayan salt, garlic powder, and onion powder. And then I'm going to take a stick of Kerrygold because it's just so good. Stick it right on there. This is going to cook on high for 4 hours. I will then likely take it out and I will remove the meat so I am able to use that in chicken salad or other quick fix meals throughout the week. So back to our chicken. You know that guy who cut us off at Walmart? That's to him. My puppies are gonna go crazy because they've already, so the third time they're hearing me pound. Mom, what are you doing? What are you doing, Mom? Also, one other thing. Sorry for saying so many times. I guess I really wasn't mentally planned for this yet. But people asked me the other day about pork rinds. So they said, there's no way pork rinds are very healthy. I said, well, in my personal opinion, I happen to agree. However, for many people, come get a picture of this. It is a great way to bread things and stay ketogenic. So I feel like if you think of young living oils from seed to seal, I just like to make sure I'm using every portion of an animal, that if an animal is being slaughtered, that I can use because I think that's just the way it is. So this is what I use. It's Epic brand from Whole Foods is where I get it. What I love about it is this says on the back of it, a rind is a fried pork skin taken from either the belly or the back of a hog. The skin is softer in texture, and as a result, when cooked, these parts of the hog have a fluffy texture and are often considered porkier than pork cracklings. Okay, so what I read about pork cracklings, and if you really Google this stuff, yeah, I've gagged before. So I stock up on these. They were 2 for $6, I think, this past week, and they'll last me 6 months because I'm not going to use them very often. I don't do a lot of breaded foods. So, but anyway, back to the chicken. What I did is I used my ground pork, my smashed pork rinds. I added that was an entire bag. I added about a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Again, something people ask me what brand I use, Stella Parmesan, and I always grate my own cheeses. It happens to be one of my favorites, so that's what I use. So I mix that together with some garlic powder, onion powder, onion powder, and some Italian seasoning. I have 1 pastured egg. Mixing that up. Just get the shell out of there. One of us is going to be crunched into a little extra calcium. So we're going to take our chicken. Get it into here. Get them all looped up. Yuck. That's real gross. Hang on. But I believe the ones I just flipped are already ready. That's the beauty of this recipe, is you can get food on the table simply by being prepared. Oh yeah, these look really good. Let's take a look. Oops, I forgot my final step. I prefer to use whole milk mozzarella cheese. I get it at a local food supply store. If you're here in Illinois, it's GFS, Gordon Food Service. A 5-pound block of whole milk mozzarella is roughly $12, $13. And I call ahead and they will slice it for me. And I'll either say I want it sliced for sandwiches or I want it sliced for lasagna as a top layer, so I just don't have to keep grating and grating and grating and grating, because I do go through a lot of cheese when I cook for other people. Hit this with a little bit of Italian seasoning. Let that melt for a minute while I show you our next product right here. This is a cauliflower mash I made the other night. I steamed the cauliflower. To mash it, I added some heavy whipping cream, Kerrygold butter, some flavored cream cheese that Jewel that day actually had as a free item. Let's see why. I don't know if these are my mixed reward things that we get. Grab a spatula. So what I'm going to do is kind of make a cauliflower pancake out of them. And as these start to cook down, or start to get crisp, or just let that sit for a little bit, I'm going to top it with some extra cheddar cheese. Here we have this first batch. That looks really good. My son Tommy is upstairs in his room and he goes, "Mom, are you making that chicken again?" I go, "Yep." He goes, "Make sure mine has a lot of cheese on it." We're talking about a kid who hates chicken, but he absolutely loved this the other day and he was absolutely shocked. He didn't touch the tomato sauce I put on it though. So there's round one. We're just going to heat up a little more oil so we can get this started. For those of you who are my longevity friends who follow the Wallach way as far as no oil in a bottle, you may use butter as a substitute. Some people do coconut oil. I just am back to using olive oil and avocado oil, and upon occasion, coconut oil. So we'll bring our chicken over. Good, my hands get to get nice and slimy again in eggs. Just bread each piece. My dogs love it when I'm at the stove, especially when I'm breading stuff, because things always end up on the floor. Oh, nope. Princess, show her. Kind of covered in pork rinds. So here we go with round two. It's this easy, you guys. If you guys can see my dogs right now, they are literally, oops. As I did that on purpose. Alright, get rid of these with my hands. Take a look at our cauliflower mash. See if we can't poke some cheese into it. It's not cooking fast enough. I even have some bacon bits in the refrigerator, because when I cook bacon, I cook a lot of the time, but I'm not a huge bacon person, so that way I have it ready for other people who like bacon. I know, I'm kind of a freak, and I'm really not a big pork person either, but sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do. So, super simple dinner, super quick, very easy to make. Literally that took, from beginning to end, doing 2 rounds was roughly, 20 minutes total. So, kid friendly, people love it. You can make them into chicken tenders, you can dip it into ketchup, have the kids dip it into ketchup. Adults like a non-sugar, low sugar-free ketchup. I have a low-carb tomato basil sauce from Organics from Jewel. This one's got 6 net carbs per half a cup. I used like a tablespoon on my plate when I made this the other day, and it was absolutely phenomenal. So
the sugar-free barbecue sauce is good too.
Yeah, it's very good addition too. So the cauliflower mash is working. We're gonna eat here very soon, but I got a better taste of this. God, it's so good. Totally make it. It's totally awesome. Peace out. Have a great Sunday. Love ya.